Scorpio, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late July 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate you. We're going to get it going right away with a couple of oracle cards here, just so we could breeze into this reading nice and smooth for you. So my guides, talk to me about the beautiful Scorpio collective. We're going to see what you got going on, and we'll just breeze through these first cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading. And at the end, I'll pull you a bonus spread from the Starseed Oracle to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. So there's a lot of things for you to think about, Scorpio. Let's get it going, though. Let us not delay here. Messages for Scorpio, late July, please, and thank you. Now, the deck is being specific already, so if you're new here, Scorpio, towards the end, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise. It's your last chance to get your name in for that, so you might want to check it out. All right, here we go. We have this very dreamy type of energy. You might be getting things in your dreams, or your sleep could be very important. We'll talk about it, though. It's a very nonsensical type of energy, but also this one, all dreamy as well, but is extremely action-based, similar to the Chariot. So let's talk about these real quick before we get everything underway. If you look at the imagery on this person with their eyes closed, there's dream catchers around, there's like the nonsensical mice and rats dancing around. So I do always think of the realm of sleep, the realm of dreams. So hopefully you're not having issues in the night, issues sleeping. You might be getting some interesting dreams as well. I would say if you have any very vivid dreams, extremely vivid dreams, maybe jot down notes. Make a dream journal. See what messages come through to you through dreams, because that is a very important tool spiritually. But the focus is being brought to the realm of the mind, the realm of the imagination as well. So your imagination could be a little more on point. Now, as we move to this other card, you see that woman walking in a certain direction. There's birds going in a certain direction, the same as the boat. So it's a big energetic movement. It's a huge energetic push here. So this could be you wanting something, wanting to attain something, or just wanting to get something going, go in a certain direction. It is extremely motivated and passionate, similar to like a Wands type of card. But we'll see how all that fits in. We'll get into the tarot reading now. We'll get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's shuffle it up here one time for Scorpio, please. What do we got for Scorpio, my gods? Now, last week's reading, while we get these cards out, I believe it was titled Huge Changes Incoming. The theme that I've been seeing is a lot of emotion in Scorpio readings, a lot of cups, but also a lot of moving parts, a lot of, like, I don't want to say complicated, but a lot of things shifting and changing, like the gears within a clock. So there's something going on behind the scenes. I want to see what it's about, though. Let's see what we got for Scorpio, please. What do we got this week? Okay, we have the Devil in position number 1. You might need to watch out for this energy. Could just be tied to Capricorn. Let's get 2 more. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Seeing something honestly for what it is. More communication, possibly. This is definitely a different flavor of reading, Scorpio. We have the Fool card on the end. So you have double major arcana. We're absolutely going to have to clarify to pull the full meanings and messages out of these cards. Interesting dynamic of energy, and I'll give you some of these classical meanings before we get into the juicier intuitive stuff. In position number 1, we have the Devil. This could be a Capricorn, and if you're a cross-watching Capricorn, I'm not saying Capricorns are the devil, it's just the goat symbolism. But if you're not tied to a Capricorn, you know what this could be about. Materialism. You might have someone in your life that is like obsessed with material items. It could be obsessions in general. Any sort of toxic or addictive behaviors. You just fit it to your story, whatever it might be. Or this could be an individual, all right? This could be a warning about a person or an individual. We'll just have to see what comes out underneath it. But someone could be in that devil mode, okay? And I'm not saying it's you. I'm not coming at anyone sideways. But as we move further into the Ace of Swords, that's a card I've been seeing in a lot of the water signs. All aces are opportunities. This one is more of the mental realm, the mental plane. It can also be communication. So you might be having some honest communications or talks with someone. But you could see something clearly, like see something for what it is. This is the sword of truth, literally. So coming up right next to the Devil is an interesting dynamic of energy we have going on. Like seeing something for what it is, or seeing someone for who they are. As we move even further to the back end of this reading, we have the Fool card. This is a lovely archetype, and it fits in with the theme we've been seeing for Scorpio in the past couple of weeks. This could represent an Aries, of course, but it's one of the few major arcana cards that are motion, that are in motion, in action. So we've been seeing it since this card in the very beginning. Remember I was saying the motivation, the action, the movement, wanting to go towards something. This represents that. This also represents cycle changes and shifts, new beginnings, going off on a certain direction. There's always a warning involved. So we have multiple warnings already. When we have the Fool card, you need to not rush into anything. You need to be detail-oriented in whatever it is you're doing. And I know people watch these for different reasons, romance, business, work, just hearing me talk, whatever it might be. But this asks us to be less spontaneous and more detail-oriented. Usually it's optimistic as well. So with all that being said, we're going to dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. Let's get one more shuffle here for Scorpio, please. My gods, talk to me about Scorpio. And this is where I go intuitive with the message, my friends, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research if you'd like. Rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, all tarot readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So if you could pull more messages out of this spread, perfect. Please do so. Let's see what's up with this devil, though. He's been staring me down since the beginning. Why do we got the devil here for Scorpio? Why is the devil here for Scorpio? Two of Cups. Yeah, you need to beware of the company you keep. You need to watch out for those that you allow into your inner circle. Now, generally, the Two of Cups can speak about romantic relationships, soulmate bonds, and things of that sort. But the vibe it's giving me intuitively is that of partnerships, because that's what that card means when it's not, you know, a romantic thing. It's just partnerships in general, usually a very free-flowing type of energy. So I believe there's a warning in here about an individual that might be in your circle, your close circle. So I mean, Scorpios are extremely perceptive people. Very, like, it's hard to pull the wool over a Scorpio's eyes. They're very intense and they see through things quite a bit. So just beware of anyone that may seem a little shifty. If you're thinking of somebody when I was talking about this devil card and the action surrounding it, just take this as a clear warning from the universe. Watch the circle. If anyone new tries coming around and they seem a little shifty, just remember this reading, okay? We're going to keep it moving. I feel like this is a clear warning about a person or an individual. Now, if you're a cross watcher, this doesn't mean I'm talking about you, okay? You take it how it hits. This could be, you know, however it fits to your story, okay? We're going to go in on this Ace of Swords, though. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Interesting. And of course, they could have other meanings, too. You know that. Why is this Ace of Swords here for Scorpio? Thank you. Okay. Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's good. That's releasing of something, for sure. Because usually the Four of Pentacles, I see it as a neutral card, but it is very immovable. It is something clinging on. Maybe you have someone in your life that has extremely jealous tendencies. I just feel like saying that. But under a card like the Ace of Swords, with that showing up in reverse, like a burden might lift, okay? You might be able to release something or someone, okay? That's just how this is feeling to me. There might be a good opportunity for you to get a little healing or release something, especially if it's something that's been weighing you down. And I don't always mean people. This could be behaviors as well. But you could have a very big opportunity to start fresh, especially with this Fool coming up next to it. This is good. Okay, there's energetic possibilities here for a fresh start. I'll say that. Okay, do it that way you will, my friends. We're going to go in on this Fool card, then I'll give you a quick recap before we get into your bonus spread. Interesting reading this week, Scorpio, for real. So why is the Fool here for Scorpio? Why is the Fool here? Thank you. Okay. The Sun in reversed. A lot of you might be tied to a Leo. Big major arcana vibe showing up here. Now, I always say when the Sun shows up, whether it's reverse or in the upright, to me, it's a positive omen. It's a positive card. It does talk about truth, seeing things clearly, but I'm getting the energy of revelation here, that once this new cycle starts, or whatever this payoff or change is that the Fool represents, you're going to see things extremely clearly, especially with the Sun and the Ace of Swords surrounding this Fool, because I'm kind of seeing it sandwiched in between the two, that it's the energy of revelation, seeing things clearly, seeing things for what they are. And we all know Scorpios are good at that. Hopefully you're not beefing with a Leo, though. For some of you, that could be the message. But showing up in reverse under the Fool, you don't need all the facts to make a move. You don't need to know everything about everything to start a new cycle, get a fresh start, okay? This could be someone who has a little bit of cold feet about things as well, whatever they might be, because as you know, Scorpios are going through a lot. But I do feel like the energy of revelation, the energy of releasing of a burden and peace is holding strong in the whole back end of this. Okay, so if you'd kindly look down in the box, I'll give you a quick recap before we get your bonus spread. In position number 1, we have the devil with the 2 of cups in the upright underneath. To me, that is a clear indicator of warning you of a person or watching out for the company you keep, especially any close partnerships, soulmates, twin flame situations. Not necessarily the twin flames, but I mean more like those you surround yourself with, especially if someone new comes into the mix or comes into the scene. You might want to take your time there and analyze this individual. Moving further, we have the Ace of Swords with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. To me, that is extremely good of, yes, seeing things clearly. Yes, communicating clearly. But aside from that, being able to release a burden of some kind, whatever that burden might be, whether it's an emotional burden, a physical burden, like physical healing, this center and moving to the end of the spread is extremely healing to me. If you'd like to take a screenshot, yeah, like so you can look into them, but it's really nice. On the back, we have the Fool with the Sun showing up in reverse. Good possibilities here. These are really nice possibilities for whatever cycle it is you're moving into, okay? Even the Sun in reverse is nice, but to me, it is that of revelation and seeing things clearly. That's a big theme we have here. So whatever new cycle it is you're moving into, you'll be able to look back on a situation or look back on the past and see it for what it really is, okay? Really see it for what it is and what it was. So we're going to go in with the bonus spread now. Interesting. I wouldn't say it was all positive, all negative. There's a little bit of everything in that reading. But we're going to see what you need to hear. What does Scorpio need to hear, please, my God? What do we got for Scorpio? And I'll just pull 2. We'll do this real quick to tie everything up. Give you the intuitive and literal feelings here. What does Scorpio need to hear, please? Okay, that one flew across the room. Here we go. Okay, you got the love. This is nice. This is beautiful, energetic hugs from the universe to me. Let's get one more. I like that card whenever it shows up. Okay, especially if you're feeling alone. And we have Cracked Open, which is also in this deck. I always say this is an optimistic deck, but that card is one of the ones that skew a little negative. But intuitively, to me, it feels positive. So let's talk about these real quick. And you got the love. Literally, as I was saying, is an energetic hug from the universe that you might have more people that love and care about you than you really think you do, okay? Even if you do feel lonely and lonesome sometimes, there's more people and there are more energies that care about you than you think. It literally says codependency and boundaries. So we had the devil within the main spread. That's something you might need to keep your eyes on. I did say you might see things clearly eventually. So these are little warning signs we have, or little flags that are being raised, rather. Now, the Cracked Open, to me, always means positive. I feel like this is the energy of a breakthrough. Like, especially if you've been waiting on something to happen, waiting on something, and it cracks wide open. So that could be it for some of you, but it is that 10 of Swords type of energy as well. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Know that we can't control every single minute detail of what happens to us. We can only control our actions and how we respond to things. But this is a good positive shift, though, in general. When we were looking at the spread itself and now we're looking at these, I feel like things are going to be okay. And Scorpio, that's what I have for you. So don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the July subscriber surprise. It's your last chance to get your name in for the July subscriber surprise, where I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot Illuminati with the guidebook. It's really awesome and gorgeous. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things. As always, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And 2, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot cards, which one best describes you and your personality. You'll be entered to win, and right at the end of July, going into August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.